Welcome back, everyone. My name is Nekilee, and I'd like to continue on our light delights, shall I say. Last time we did a baked chicken, which was a rosemary basil baked chicken, which was really good. And today I'd like to share with you another one of my favorites, which are shrimp fajitas. So let's get started. And the key ingredients in this dish are, of course, shrimp, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, onion, and some olive oil to saute all that in, of course some seasoning and spices, and then you can wrap that in a tortilla shell, or I'm going to do mine in pita pockets today. Okay, so we have our bag of shrimp. I have a bag of extra small cooked shrimp, which I don't think that's the bag that I want. I think I want a bag of medium shrimp. So I normally would use either large or medium, but actually they were sold out. I don't know if that was because of the holidays or what. So kind of stuck with the small shrimp, but normally, like I said, I would use the medium to large shrimp. But these will do. So I'm just going to run some water in this and rinse these off really well. Just poke some holes at the bottom that the water can run out. Poke some holes in the bottom. There we go. Okay, in the meantime, I have some chopped onion here, so I'm going to finish chopping that up. I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but I am going to just kind of slice it like that. I'm going to put the onions in the pan. Okay, and then in a small bowl, I'm going to go on and place the shrimp in there. And I'm going to add my spices. This is about 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. And that smells so good. I'm going to add a little bit more. That's my chili powder. So we're done with the chili powder. We're done with the olive oil. I'm going to add a little bit of red, crushed red pepper, just for a little kick. Just a little kick. There you go. And some ground cumin, which this is going to be about 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin. Okay, so there's the ground cumin. Perfecto. And about 3 teaspoons of jerk seasoning, which I have this Caribbean jerk seasoning, and I got this at Walmart. The first one I went to, which actually was the Super Walmart, didn't have it, and I went to one of those smaller neighborhood Walmarts, and they had it there. And we're going to do, this is a teaspoon, so we're going to do 3 of these. That's 1. 2. That's easier. Oops. And 3. Okay. So we will get all that mixed up. And I wanted to get this mixed up so that this can, the shrimp can marinate in this while I chop up the red pepper and bell pepper. So, you know, maybe that's better as far as the lighting. and that looks good, and it smells so good already. So we can set this aside, let this marinate a bit, about 10 minutes while we chop up both our green and red bell pepper. Okay, found some cilantro too. It's starting to wilt, so you might as well go on and use it. Okay, so I'm going to rinse all this off first. Go on and cut this. There's a lot of little stems in there, so we can get rid of the stems. Just keep the good part there. So, okay, so we got that kind of chopped up. So I'm just going to set this aside too. And we can get started with our bell peppers. Okay, so we've rinsed off both our red and green bell pepper. So now we're just going to slice these. First we want to pick the inside, get rid of that. I'm going to need you in a second. Again, I'm going to pick the inside. And now we're just going to cut lengthwise. Okay, so that's some red. I'll cut up some green bell pepper. Just by eye, I'm going to drizzle some olive oil in this pan here. Maybe I can kind of tilt it up and let you see kind of what I'm doing here. So that should be good to get started. To saute the onion and bell pepper. Okay, so while all that is heating up, I'm going to put up my slices. I might turn it up a little bit more. Just put down. Oh, it already smells scrumptious, let me tell you. Once that cooks down a little bit more, we will add in our shrimp and cilantro mixture over there. Okay, so we're checking back on our onion and bell pepper mixture, and I did cover it a bit and add just a little bit of water, maybe an eighth a cup of water. Next, we're going to add our cilantro and shrimp that we mixed with the olive oil, cumin, jerk seasoning, and red pepper flakes, I believe. So we're going to get all that good stuff in there. I'm telling you, this smells as good as it looks. I cannot wait to eat. Oh. And to think, what was it, 2 tablespoons of olive oil? That was it. So I'm going to get all that mixed in there really, really good. Mixed around. I'm going to put this lid back on probably for another, excuse me, another 5 minutes or so, and it's just past medium on my stove. So we're going to let that set for another 5 minutes. Check Tap on this. Oops. That looks really good. Stir this around some more. I make dishes all the time at work, and people are always asking me for recipes and maybe substituting this with that. So certainly, if there's any questions, don't hesitate to come to me. Okay. So we're just going to let that kind of evaporate out, so it doesn't make our pita soggy.